In the previous video, we learned how CharacterBody2D moves. But that's not all a CharacterBody2D can do. It can tell us whether we are standing on a floor, when we are touching a wall, and when we have hit a ceiling. Today we are gonna learn how CharacterBody2D understands the world around it. So we already have our player controller, which has gravity, a jump force, and two directional movement. I have also added text to some labels. So I have added three labels in our player scene for debugging, which is a floor label, wall label, and a ceiling label. Each of these label has a text and a boolean flag, is on floor, is on wall, and is on ceiling, which are default Godot functions, and the same functions that are used by CharacterBody2D to determine whether we are on floor, wall, or a ceiling. Also, in our platformer scene, I have added a few more nodes for our wall collisions and for ceiling collisions. So if I run the scene, you can see on floor is true, on wall is false, and on ceiling is false because we are standing on a floor. If I go left and collide with a wall, it says on wall true and on floor is obviously true. If I jump, on floor becomes false, and till we are in contact with the wall, on wall remains true and then it goes false as well. For the ceiling, it goes true and false, but it happens very quickly, so it's difficult to see, but there is certainly some change in the values. As you can see, the values move a little bit. So how does Godot exactly understand this? So there is a property called up direction, whose value is currently 0, -1. In Godot, the axes are as I have drawn here. So the x-axis is on the right side, the negative x is on the left side, negative y is above, and positive y is down. So if you go back to our vector of the up direction, it says 0, -1. So from x equal to 0, which is from here, to y equal to -1. So it basically goes in this direction. So what it tells is that for our node which is standing here, the up direction is above. So anything that touches it here, that is from the bottom side, becomes a floor for it. Anything that touches it from this side, that is from its up direction, becomes its ceiling. And anything else that touches it from the sideways is a wall. That's it. That's the simple logic which is being used. Now let's try to see if it is really correct. So what if I turn the up direction as this? So instead of -1, what if we make it as 1? If I run the scene and I haven't changed anything else, and you can see that the ceiling is true and the floor is false. So it's telling me that I am basically standing on ceiling. This is because the up direction is now below our panda, and the wall would obviously work. Now let's do something else, something more interesting. What if I say the up direction is this side instead? That is y equal to 0 and x equal to +1. Now what would happen is that anything in this direction would become my ceiling, anything in this direction would be my floor, and anything else would be my wall. So let's go ahead and test it. So if I set my x as 1 and if I run the scene, now if I go up, we should be hitting our ceiling, and if I go to left, we should be hitting our floor, and on wall is always true because we are colliding it sideways. That's all there is to these three functions: is on wall, is on ceiling, and is on floor. Now one particular point to note is that whatever I told you right now would work only if your motion mode is grounded. If you switch it to floating, everything around you would be treated as a wall. There are no ceilings and no floors as you are floating. So be careful about that as well. If I run the scene, you can see is on wall is true. For platformers, you generally want it to be grounded and you want to use the data that whether it's on floor or whether it's hitting the wall or the ceiling. This can be useful for various applications like as floor is something we used to understand whether a player is on ground or not. So we could make it jump when it's on ground and apply gravity when it's not. In a similar way, on wall could be used for something like wall jumps, and on ceiling could be used to detect whether you are hitting something with your head, like maybe collecting coins in some games like Mario. This is the quick review of the three functions that we declared on floor, on wall, and ceiling. And since you know this, it's perfect time to learn about the slopes, which we would tackle in our next video. So, see you in the next one.